Hey guys, welcome back to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today with the fourth round of the Engadiner Pfingstopen. So after a perfect start with 3 points out of 3 games, I faced the number 1 of the tournament. It was a candidate master. He had like 2,200 rating points and he was still a junior, like 17 years old, which is always dangerous when in this young age you already have that much rating. So I played with the black pieces. He opened with d4, c4, knight f6. And after d5, I was quite happy that I could get against such a strong opponent my opening on the board. So knight f3, bishop g7, e3. There's also a line. The main line is capture, capture. And then we have the Grünfeld Indian. E3 has a small difference, like we will come to that. I short castle, then he captured, now I captured, and now c5. So the difference now is that this pawn is a bit less under pressure since he's one time additionally defended. That's the benefit from white perspective. The disadvantage is that this pawn is not on e4. So short castle, knight to c6, bishop a3. And here existing a couple of moves like, for instance, b6. And after capture, rook c1, bishop f6, and quite interesting position. You can also play rook c1, queen c7, but it goes a bit into opening theory. I played capturing, but capturing is not that good because it gives up the tension that I had and it activates his bishop a bit more, and it's just not in the spirit of the opening, if you want to call it like that. So then I played a6, another inaccuracy. We will come later to that. I just should have played bishop f5 for defending the b1 square, stopping e4, and that this bishop is in the game. Because what happens after a6 is rook c1, and now I played rook e8 because I thought I remembered about this maneuver here. But the thing is, I mixed up some stuff because I don't have that much experience. And he, of course, found the best move, knight to g5. So the problem is now this pawn is twice attacked. Maybe it would have been best to go with the rook back, but you don't really want to give your opponent just 2 free moves. That's why I played e6. And now he plays knight to e4. And the problem is this knight on e4 is very strong because he can always jump here. He can also jump back depending on the situation. And I can't really attack him because as soon as I play f5, the e6 pawn will get quite weak. So I played bishop f8. I thought, okay, at least I can trade this bishop off. Then queen f3, attacking the queen, activating the queen, king g7, rook to d1. And now, material-wise, it's equal, but the problem is mainly that the white pieces are all active and they do something, and my pieces are not really coordinated. So queen e7, queen g3, rook d8. Now he comes with h4 to attack my king side. Bishop d7, h5, bishop e8. Yeah, to defend from here, to bring the rook to c8 and this kind of stuff. Bishop b3, rook c8, knight to g5. The idea is something like h6, queen h4. Like for instance, let's say if I play b5, right? I can play this, and after this. So knight is defended. I need to go back, and then my entire position will collapse. And there's, I guess here's a checkmate. No, okay, not yet. But yeah. Where's the checkmate? Bishop c2. Yes. Bishop c2 and yeah, anyway. So sorry, got a bit lost and excited. So this is the idea of white. That's why I played h6, but h6 has the downside that now this pawn is quite weak and he can just come with the next pawn. So I played g5 to close it, f4, f6 to defend everything. But you can see like his king is much safer than mine, and this knight here is just a beautiful piece. So I captured with the h pawn. Yeah, if I capture with the f pawn, I had something calculated here. Yeah, okay, I just thought he can play this, and then my bishop is just too terrible, and he will come inside with the knight, stuff like that. So I played with the h pawn, same appears, then I, desperate move, sacrifice the knight. But I thought, okay, here at least I get 2 pawns, and maybe in the end game I can do something. He found a nice tactic, rook c7, rook d7, now knight to c5. I captured, and now, yeah, he just played it like a puzzle rush. He captured the rook, I capture, because he will have this fork at the end. Then I win the h5 pawn, but the problem is I will lose these 2 pawns. Like in this situation, you basically just hope that you get an endgame when he has just these 2 pieces left. He also told me, yeah, he would have a bit start thinking if that would appear, but yeah, it's still too many pawns on the board, and after knight f6 I resigned, simply because he still has these 2 pawns. So yeah, it was like, I would say just a skill difference, right? Like when we go a bit back in the opening, already here this rook e8 was not good, and a bit earlier some inaccuracies. So a well-deserved win. I learned much from the game, but I can also see where my limits are, and in this game I just really had 0 chances. So yeah, I lost 1 game, but still 3 out of 4 points is still good, and what we will do in the last round, let's see that in the next clip. Take care guys, and see you soon.